Watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too. And I want y'all adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little.
Angel Reese just revealed a huge detail about her unrivaled contract. And believe me, this one is worth watching because, with Reese, even seemingly flawless things somehow end up drawing attention. This time, the subject of her headline-making chaos is none other than the brand-new, shiny Women's Basketball League, which is poised to revolutionize the way we view sports contracts.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel. Makes anyone think Angel Reese has the drawing power to carry a new league?
Get this straight. Reese isn't just going to dribble her way to glory this time around. Rather, she's talking about ownership. That's correct. She won't be content with a salary like the other players on the roster. Instead, she plans to acquire some significant equity in the league.
Visibly uncomfortable, bruh. Let's go down, let's see what other people had to say after that. This commenter stated, homegirl is visibly uncomfortable, but she was comfortable enough to dress like that in public.
This could get very bad very quickly for Unrivaled. You're already offering a product that no one asked for. You're offering a product that oversaturates the market, and you're launching the league without a...
Additionally, don't worry if you're having trouble understanding how this all fits together. We have the inside scoop on the how, why, and when.
She don't want to be sexualized. Angel Reese has said time and time again, she never wanted to be sexualized. But look at the stuff you wear, bro. Look at...
Reese is the focus of attention this time around as the new Women's 3-on-3 League, which was co-founded by WNBA players Nifa Clyer and Brianna Stewart, takes the basketball world by storm before it ever formally begins.
The other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
And it wouldn't be an exaggeration if I said that Angel Reese would be among the first players to receive a piece of the unmatched pie. We're not talking about a mere 1 to 12% stake in the nation. Rather, Reese is expected to secure a cool 15% equity in the league, and that's not just some paper promise either. Her slice is valued at $15 million right out of the gate, which is good for a player who is still in the early stages of her career, and as the league expands, that equity is predicted to rise sharply, possibly reaching $66 million by 2035.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Angel in the unmatched basketball league. Reese's salary is substantially higher than what she might make in the WNBA. In addition to receiving a sizable income, Rhea owns a 15% ownership part in the league, which is worth $15 million. If the league continues on the same development trajectory as the NBA, NFL, and MLB, this would be a game changer. By 2035, Reese's equity stake may increase to an astounding $66 million. Reese may have made a respectable salary in the WNBA, but the pay and ownership stake are unmatched in comparison. She may have been the queen of LSU, but Clark is the queen of basketball for all time. This is an unprecedented opportunity in women's sports where players can build long-term wealth beyond their salaries. While Caitlin is already out there reinventing the entire game, Reese is out there boasting about surpassing Clark. However, please tell me more about how you plan to dethrone a legend before you've even begun practicing in the professionals. Let's now discuss how this actually operates. While the rest of the sports world is still focused on how much players can make in a single season, Unrivaled is offering something far more lucrative, the chance to get rich off of the league's success, and it's a strategy that could pay off for Reese big time. Unrivaled has completely changed the rules surrounding women's sports contracts by giving players more than just a paycheck. They're giving them a stake in the league itself. That's right, players in the inaugural season will receive a share of ownership.
Angel Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Reese is a fantastic player, but let's not fool ourselves. She didn't just happen to stumble into this chance. She's making waves because she knows how to use her celebrity power. Like her colleagues, Reese is gaining from the league's emphasis on each player's unique needs. Brands Unmatched recognizes that these sportsmen are entrepreneurs as well as basketball players. Social media icons of culture and mogul Reese has made the most of her position by amassing a sizable social media following and leveraging her spotlight to promote women's sports and the demand for more. This contract's equitable remuneration is the ideal result of all that effort.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin.
Furthermore, it is no accident that the league is being introduced at the height of Reese's popularity, as she is one of the most marketable and identifiable figures in women's basketball. However, Reese is not the only player who stands to gain from this. UNRIVALED has designed its league with Reese and her fellow players in mind. WNBA players like Skylar Din-Smith make up the remainder of the league's roster. Let's face it, Brittany Griner and Kelsey Plum are both participating and taking use of the same ownership share. The reason Rays is the talk of the town isn't just because of her on-court performance. It's also because she has the kind of brand power that others can only imagine. The only thing Rays has mastered so far is making fun of herself, but maybe she's collecting awards for that. Before Rhea opens her mouth about taking over the WNBA, she should check her reputation first, because changing coaches won't make her the highlight. She needs to change her attitude first. Now, about that contract. The player who has been dominating on the court and is now poised to dominate the business side of things is none other than Angel Reese. However, keep in mind that this is only the beginning. The league has only recently been announced, and since Reese's contract sets a new standard, it won't be long before other sports leagues begin to take notice. Let us put this into perspective for people who are unaware of its enormity. By becoming an owner, Reese is not only safeguarding her financial future, but also the future of women's basketball in a manner that no one else has been able to do before. Reese is making certain that her impact endures. Being one of the few female athletes in history to have such an arrangement, she is not only a member of the league, but also actively defining its destiny off the court. Reese is laying the groundwork for a completely new era in women's sports. This goes beyond basketball. It's about leaving a legacy. It's simple to understand why this agreement might completely alter the women's sports scene. While other players are still depending on conventional contracts and endorsements, Reese is already miles ahead when it comes to playing the long game, and the fact that she is still in her early 20s while doing all of this is simply incredible. Reese isn't just playing for her team, she is playing for the future. But let's be honest for a moment. This isn't just about Reese creating an empire. It's also about the league being the first to make a statement that women athletes are just as valuable as their male counterparts and should be treated as such. The equality that Reese and her teammates are receiving is demonstrating to the world that they are here to dominate, not just to play, and as Reese's contract demonstrates, there is no reason why women can't lead both on the court and in the boardroom, and that's where things get really interesting. Although Reese's contract may be the first, it won't be the last because other athletes will want to participate in the league after seeing what she's doing. They will want to make sure that they're not just collecting checks but also building wealth, and as UNRIVALED expands, so too will the fortunes of the players involved. So yes, Angel Reese recently revealed some huge information that will change the game. She is positioning herself not only for a profitable basketball career, but also for a future in which she will own a brand and be a trailblazer. If this arrangement is any indicator, the rest of the sports world should take note. Reese is vying for the title of business mogul in addition to being the best player, and if this deal is any indication, she will most likely win this title in the end. Angel Reese is not simply a player. She is a trailblazer who is transforming collegiate athletics and demonstrating that female athletes can be just as significant as, if not more so than, their male counterparts. This deal is about altering history, not just about money. Given the type of contract she has secured, it is evident that the world is keeping an eye on Angel Reese and will not quickly forget her. She is ensuring that her name is not just well-known but legendary.